matchup right here between the two clear power players in the college football landscape. Extra intensity and intrigue when the Big Ten collides with the SEC. Welcome to the home of the Big Orange Nation. Massive Neyland Stadium, home field of the Tennessee Volunteers. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the USC Trojans, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Hermstreet. Let's get this thing underway. Kick this away to start us off. Mistake by the kicker, and the offense will set up now at the 40. They're going to run it here. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. So an early season test for both teams, a top 25 matchup. Both trying to get off to a quick start here, Kirk, and set the tone for the rest of this one.
Well, that's the beauty of these matchups early in the year. You're either going to come out fast or fall flat, and one of these teams will experience the latter. This game is crucial to kick-starting your team in the right direction for the season. These kind of games create that type of momentum that they can carry with them on a week-to-week basis.
Pulls it in. It's Washington. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. QB decides to keep it here. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. And the Trojans will come to the line to crank up the tempo. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. It's good for 1st down yardage. Set up at the 26 now.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back, as good as we've seen all year, with the ability to accelerate through the hole, positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
And the Trojans pick up enough yardage for a 1st down. Quarterback still with the football. He's got the 1st down and still motoring. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, USC.
Chris, I don't care what era we're talking about in college football. Defending the option when it's really well executed, one of the toughest things that defense can do. And this quarterback deserves a lot of credit. A great feel of when to pull it and when to give it. This time he keeps it himself for the touchdown.
You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. handoff here from the shotgun. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game, is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Dropping back, it's Davis. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Tight end makes the grab. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the quarterback. Not easy with that size difference. Now it's second down here. The shotgun running play call. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
They're going to throw for it on third and short. Dump off caught by the running back. He uses the spin move to get into the open. And they get the conversion there. Set up now first down at the 38.
Third and short like this, and the offense comes out in a shotgun, still leaving the option for a potential run. I think that froze the defense enough for the quarterback to hit an early read, and the result is a big gain and a first down.
Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
What a job by this defense. Completely sniffed out the draw play here. I think they saw it from the time the huddle broke. Absolutely stuffed that play for no gain.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Powers through. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Coach just told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
They come up third and short. This is the 8th play of the drive. Dropping back, it's Davis. That's enough to move the sticks. First down now for a 23. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. So he finds one of his favorite targets. Kirk, defense thinking, what do we have to do to stop this guy?
How about the double coverage on third down? Great call to be able to try to take away this highly touted wide receiver. And the quarterback is still looking to go to his guy for the conversion, and he comes through. No wonder he keeps throwing him the football.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Here's the second down play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Oh, what a grab! They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Returner looking to make a play here. Trojans offense is back out on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. From the shotgun, here's an inside give.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Important second down play coming up. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Gets the first and still running. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
That's a first down for USC's offense. Nice job up front and an outstanding run here by this running back. What great tradition that USC has of running the football and having great backs. And it's beautiful to see another good one here today.
Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. The Trojans hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
Well, that was definitely not what they had in mind, but look at this. Here comes the tempo again, undeterred by the tackle for a loss.
Breaks into the clear. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
And the Trojans pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's running out of time here. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. And he goes nowhere. Stop pulled behind the line of scrimmage. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. So some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one. Let's take a quick pause and check out the stats from this first quarter. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Breaking tackles. Breaks an open space. That gain moves the ball to the 17. First down.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact, but that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
And the Trojans have first and 10 here. Quick throw caught on the left side. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Shotgun formation here on third down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down. And the Trojans will come to the line here, looking to keep the drive going on fourth down. Trying for a fourth down completion. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Look out, he's in the clear. Past the 50. At the 30 now. Past the 10, touchdown, Tennessee, a huge defensive score.
How about the risky call here by this offense? I love that they're going for it on fourth down. Not so sure about the play call. The defense was not fooled at all. Steps in front of this throw for a nice touchdown.
PAT puts them in front by 7. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. Taking a deep shot here to the right. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
The screen pass was set up perfectly, but the defense makes a heck of a play to knock that ball away. I thought they might come up with a pick. In fact, the offense should be relieved it wasn't an interception because the only thing in front of him was an empty field.
At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? Looking for a gap. It's Washington. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
That's reeled in. It's Washington. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
What a huge 3rd down conversion here for this offense. Nice job of being able to give the quarterback enough time. He finds the matchup that he wants, gets it to his man, and he does the rest.
New center downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
The offensive line will have to regroup after the sack. It's 2nd and 13. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Caught over the middle. It's Washington. And he'll be brought down.
And isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out the space.
They need less than a yard for a first down. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the Trojans looking to keep this drive moving.
Well, that's where you know a coach trusts the offensive line and his running back. 4th down and short, no problem. Give it to the running back, and the back doesn't hesitate at all. And he's able to convert and pick up that nice first down.
And the Trojans pick up enough yardage to get a first down. Looking to throw. It's Williams. The receiver makes the catch. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
And the Trojans come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. As the first down is still going. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
And the Trojans are in the red zone. And the back now goes in motion, looking to throw it from the red zone. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
And the Trojans looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Going absolutely nowhere to a loss in the play. So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 11. Handoff inside, looking for the touchdown. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Trojans.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
No problem with the PAT right down the middle. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Finds his target. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pass. It's Davis. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They get him down at the 41, but that's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
1st down here for this offense. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Tries the right with a quick throw. Deflected by the defense and incomplete.
That's a good job here by this defense, especially the linebacker man coverage, but the quarterback needs some help here from his intended target. He needs to be able to find a guy that can separate and pull away from man coverage to be able to make any play at all.
That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute timeout. Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, this is somewhat of a surprise to me. These guys have been great on 3rd down all year long, top 25 in the country, but just not enough on this one. You got to think they wish they could get that route back to run it past the sticks.
The Volunteers will line up to punt it away. He was hoping that would check up, but a big bounce sends it into the end zone for a touchback. The first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Running back with the football. They stop him right at the 24.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
The play call here on 2nd down for this offense. Scanning the field, it's Williams. The pass rush closing in. Breaking free at the 35. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? From the shotgun, drops back. Lets it go quickly. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They finally stop a big play. Moves the ball to the 22.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
And the Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Pass caught, can he get in? And he will score! Touchdown, Southern Cal.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. It's a squib kick, fielded by one of the up men. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down.
Oh, boy. The kick returner catches a break. His teammate was able to recognize the ball on the ground and immediately made a heads-up play to get on top of it.
So the offense begins this drive backed up at the 4-yard line. Now the delay is called. Offense took a little too much time there. They'll hand it off. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Second down after that previous play. Send the back in motion. Scanning the field. It's Davis. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
They're able to get a short gain to make this third down a little bit more manageable. But it is 3rd and long, so this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, and pick up any potential blitzes here on 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that pass is batted away, incomplete.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And the ball is away from his own end zone. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Looking to throw it on 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now.
Big shot downfield here early in the game. Couldn't quite connect, but even on an incompletion, these deep shots do a good job of keeping those safeties back and can open up other aspects of this offense.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. And the defender will step out of bounds after the pick to wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Trojans will kick this away to get the second half going. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. The ground game ineffective in the first half. Let's see if they stay patient or look to open up with passing. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
They got some ground to make up. Second and long from the 15. To the air. It's Davis. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. They're finally able to stop, and the quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference. Offense facing a third and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
And they'll kick it away here. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the USC offense is back out on the field. Here's the option play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, oh man, was the defense ready for this play. The quarterback just searching for anywhere to go, looking for daylight, but couldn't find anywhere to go in the keeper.
Running play goes backwards, makes it second down and 12 now. It's an option look. Pitch to the back. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
That's a good read. Got him a little bit closer to that first down and a nice chunk. Now, I bet before too long, we're going to see that quarterback pull it, try to get a chunk of yards himself as well.
Sets up an important third down call for this offense. Out of the gun now on third down. Receiver makes the catch and gain enough to set up first down now at the 39.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
Dumps it down to the back. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. And the Trojans come up to the line in a hurry-up.
Okay, here they go. Big first down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
Catch made on the left side. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
Back to throw again. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, USC.
That's just textbook right there. Great timing and recognition by the quarterback. Great route by this receiver. He gave a nice stem.
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays. Breaks free.
They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Boy, when you can rip off a huge gain like that on a touch pass, it forces the defense to be more cognizant of the pre-snap motion to the edges. Now the pre-snap motion calls should keep that second-level defenders guessing.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Looking downfield, it's Davis. That's caught. It's Butler. They move the ball to the 48 and earn a fresh set of downs.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Fires it to the wideout. Incomplete for a 3rd straight play. And the Vols bring their punt team onto the field. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. So here's the first play of the drive, backed up to their own 7. Handoff here from the shotgun. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop. The offense pinned back. Grab down the middle. It's Fowler. Defense wraps him up after a 6-yard gain. Brings up 4th down. And the Trojans will line up to boot it away. It's just the first punt for this offense tonight. And the returner is tackled, and that'll do it for the 3rd period. And it's USC in front, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. So after 3 quarters of play, it's a pretty solid lead. Let's take a look at our game stats, how we got here. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
And this defense has had a great game today. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've done a nice job of taking the run game completely away, making it a lot easier to zero in on that quarterback in the pass game.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Looking to throw. It's Davis. That pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions. Locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
It's a bootleg looking to throw. No connection there. The pass is incomplete.
Incomplete. Offense facing 4th down.
And the Volunteers will line up to kick it away. On to kick now for the 5th time tonight. He'll field the punt. Coverage team brings down the returner. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Ball handed to the running back. That's a solid gain, moves the ball to the 29.
Well, let's see how these guys do here. They're kind of in that 4-minute offense mode where they're trying to work as much clock as they can on this drive, working with the lead. Still want to be balanced as best you can, but the important thing is picking up first downs, keeping the ball in bounds, and keep working that clock.
Grab near the sticks. It's Hoffman. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, I don't want to make a story here where there's not one, but let's remember, this guy threw 3 interceptions last week. He looked a little uncomfortable. He's come back this week and looked a lot better.
First down, looking to throw the football. He's looking deep down the middle. And it's intercepted, the last thing they could afford. Could take it all the way. Across midfield. They'll finally bring him down, but what a play, the takeaway, and a huge gain on the return.
Chris, the defense does exactly what they needed to get back into this game. It's a 2-possession game. With this interception and a quick score, they're right back in it.
And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, you get some positive yards in the opening play of this drive. They need 2 touchdowns, so anything to move them closer to that first touchdown is always going to be good.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Ball handed off. Oh, he fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked.
Well, I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
4th down, looking to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's Jefferson. Taken down, but not before he makes the 1st down.
How about this guy making this throw? I mean, they have harassed him all game long, and here we are in the 4th quarter. He takes another hit, and this time gets enough on it to be able to complete it. Great play by the quarterback.
The Vols will have 1st and 10 here. To throw, it's Davis. Caught over the middle. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Ball scooped up by the defense. Not much on the return, but this defense rises up with an important takeaway.
Boy, a lot happened right there. Good job of coming up with that interception. I thought he was off to the races and had a chance for big yards, only to lose the football. He's very fortunate one of his teammates hopped on that football, so they still get the turnover.
And here's that wrinkle, the Wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call. Oh, this winds up a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play for this defense. Not only do they get a couple points, they get the football back as well. It should give these guys a spark and some momentum.
Breaks free.
Returner is tackled down at the 34. And your Tennessee Volunteers will take over 1st and 10.
And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. He flips it to the back across the middle. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, as a defense, you'll take that all day. No problem at all. You give up a short little route. You tackle him inbounds. It keeps the clock running. That's a great job by the defense.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium.
Here we go.
Off play action. He's looking to throw. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Here they come on 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack they gave up earlier. Dropping back, it's Davis. The pass is intercepted. Brought down after a short return, but the interception gives the offense the football at the 40.
Boy, the offense just could not afford to throw this interception. It's already a 2-possession game. By throwing this pick, now you wonder how many more opportunities will you get.
And here comes the USC offense back on the field. Remember, the last time out there, they surrendered a safety. They got to regroup from that right away. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the fourth.
Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch downfield. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a 1st and goal.
Nice play action call here by this offensive coordinator. You know, you can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
And the Trojans looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Hoffman. Tackle at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today. Nothing on that play makes it 2nd down and goal from the 2. It's a quarterback keeper. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. 3rd and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans.
You know, this head coach and even the players always talk about wanting to play a full 4.
It's a fake BAT, looking to throw for it. And he'll make it into the end zone. How about that? A wild, gutsy call. They fake the PAT and get it in for 2.
36, Tennessee, 16.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. An inside give now from the shotgun. They'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
And here's the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. So the offense faces a 3rd and manageable here from the 25-yard line.
Red 18. Red 18.
Well, this was a stunner. It's going to resonate around the college football landscape, Kirk. This lower-ranked team came in here and said, give us some respect. And they went out and earned it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is a bit of a shocker to me, just to be able to see this team get run all over the field the entire game. Just didn't show up. I don't know what happened during the week with the preparation, but this blowout, I think, surprised a lot of people around the country.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.